4, 3, 2.
Okay, hi everyone. This is a training on how to do a prelim information request that FBM request. Trina from FBM sends prelim information request that's important for them to fill out for leaning purposes. So in this situation, you can see that Trina has sent me an email requesting prelim information for several different projects. And she has also sent an attachment too, that is a fillable form for us to fill out the information. There are two different options. If you have a prelim information file that was already sent to you by your general contractor, you do have the option to attach that, which I'll show here in a second. If not, you do have to fill this information out. So to start off with, let's take, for example, the Elk Grove Community and Senior Center project. This is a project where we do have prelim information already. So you're going to go into your file system. You're going to go into your file system, go to your projects, scroll down, find your projects, project management, prelim, and then here's your prelim info right here, if it wants to load. So in this situation, so as you can tell, it already has project information, contractor information, bonding company, owner, literally everything that they need. So you would come down here to Trina, you would say, hi Trina. Here is the requested prelim information for Elk Grove. You are then going to drag and drop it into your file system, or not into your file system, sorry, into your email. And then the other information that she's requesting for is good faith and estimated material dollar amount. That's when you're going to go on and say the estimated material amount is. The place where you find that information is within Pro Contractor. So now you're going to open up Pro Contractor and you're going to find your projects. So we are going to look for the Elk Grove project. That project was bid in 2018. Let's see here, San Francisco. Then we're going to scroll down to the new section. Elk Grove Community Senior Center acoustic ceiling tile. Go ahead and open that up. Go to estimate, and you're going to come down here to your material section. This is the material amount that we are going to provide Trina today. So we're going to let her know that the material is going to be a rough amount. With it being 305, you can go ahead and round up and say it's 310. So we'll come back to the email. We'll say it is $310,000. So that's your first option if you have prelim information on hand already. If you do not, then you do have to go into and fill all of this out, but not a big deal. So we're going to go into the Palm Avenue project as an example. What we're going to do is we are going to download it, and you are going to save this into your project folder. The reason why we do this is in the event that Trina loses it or for whatever reason needs us to resend it, you can have it saved on file and have it sent to her again, so that way you don't have to do double work. That's when you would paste, and then I do have it open already. So this is what the prelim information form looks like. This is her sheet. There's a couple areas where we fill this stuff out. We will be filling in these sections here. Oh no. Give me 2 seconds. We're going to be filling out these sections here. Everything else we don't need to fill out. So customer name is going to be David M. Schmidt. The account number, you can leave this blank. Trina will fill that in. You don't have to worry about it. The next section that we fill out is the type of job. So as you can see, there is private, public, and federal. This Palm Avenue project is a school project, so it is a public project. If for whatever reason you have a question about what kind of project you have, feel free to reach out and ask someone in the office. Now we're going to come over here to job name. This is the Palm Avenue Elementary School. And then you're going to fill out your DMS job number. The best place to find that is going to be your DMS job starts. Your second option is going to be in your folder structure too. But DMS job starts is going to be the best place to pull that information from. For sake of time, I am going to copy and paste the job number here because I have confirmed this is the correct job number. So we are going to copy and paste. The next section to fill out is the job site address. This is very important because obviously FBM needs to know where to deliver materials to. The best place to pull that information from is going to be PlanGrid. So we're going to log into PlanGrid and we are going to pull up the job site address, which is here. You can also copy and paste from here as well. Copy and paste is going to be your best friend. All right, so we got that filled out. The next section that we're moving on to is to fill out the owner information. This information will always be in your contract. So I have the contract pulled up already, and I'm going to look for who my owner is. Typically, it's going to be within the first 3 pages of your contract and the introduction. It'll state who you're signing the contract with, the general contractor, and owner name. So in this case, it is the Wasco Union Elementary School who is the owner of this project. So we are going to copy and paste. The other part of information that they need is the address and phone number of the owner. Sometimes this information is included in the contract, sometimes it is not. Typically with school projects, the address is just not in there. So that's when we will go over to Google and we are going to look up the owner address. You can literally just type into your Google search bar, Wasco Union Elementary School District, pop it up, and then your address is going to be found down here on the bottom. So we're going to copy and paste once again. And as I mentioned, they also need the phone number too. So please make sure to include that in every single prelim information. The next step is finding the lender information. Sometimes this information is available, sometimes it's applicable, sometimes it's not applicable. The best way to figure out who the lender is, if it is on the job site, is to control find lender. You're going to type in literally lender and search for it. As you can tell, when I search, nothing pops up. That means that there is no lender on this project. Now we're going to check to see if there is bonding information on this project. So I'm going to type in bond. Once again, nothing pops up for my search. There is one more spot that we do need to check for bonding information though, because sometimes we have bonds on the project. You're going to go to your project folder, contract, bonds, oh, would you looky there, we have a bond on the project, which means that we do need to fill out this bonding section here. So since there was no lender, I'm going to put not applicable. But down here for bonding company, we do need to fill this out. So I'm going to open up my payment and performance bonds information. So we need to know the name of the bonding company, their address and phone number, same information as the owner. So what you're going to do is you're going to find out who the insurance provider is or the bonding company. In this case, it's Agronaut Insurance Company. We're going to copy and paste their information. So copy, paste. We also need their address too, which is located down here. If for whatever reason you're having difficulty finding this information, just slow down and go through the bond. It should be in there. Just take your time and read. You also need their phone number, which is located down here. And then last but not least, we will need the bond number information, which was located at the top here. Thankfully, in this situation, all this information is readily available. Other times you do have to go through the document and read it a little bit more. Sometimes this information isn't going to stick out, so just bear with the document and read and take your time. The next step is to fill out the general contractor information. So we're going to go back to the contract, and I'm going to make note here that in the beginning of the contract, it notes that Colombo Construction is the construction manager, while David M. Schmidt is the trade contractor, or in other words, the general contractor. So in this situation, DMS is the general contractor. So I'm going to input in our information. Now down here, if you notice, there's an information section called Other Information. This is where you kind of put any like miscellaneous information for. So take, for example, since Colombo Construction is not the general contractor, they're the construction manager, we want to make note of this in the preliminary information. So in all caps, I'm going to put construction manager. And I am going to copy and paste Colombo's information. This is also a good place to note if you are the subcontractor. So take, for example, if Turner Construction is your general contractor, and then Rubicon is being subbed out to a portion of the work, and then Rubicon subs out a portion of work here, you can also make note of it here. In that case, for general contractor, you would put Turner Construction, and then other information down here, you would put Rubicon as the subcontractor information, and you can also make note of that in your email back to Trina. You can explain to her that Turner Construction is the general contractor, Rubicon has been subbed out, and then DMS is being subbed out additional work. So it can be a little bit of a pyramid going on. So last but not least, we need to know what the estimated dollar amount of materials is to be purchased. This is information that FBM needs to know. So the best place to find out that dollar amount is to go into Pro Contractor. You're going to find your project, and you are going to go into the estimate file here. I already have it pulled up right over here. So we're going to go to estimate. Material amount is $29,132. I'm not going to put this exact amount. This is an estimated amount. It does not have to be accurate, but we prefer it to be within the general ballpark. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to round up to $30,000 to make it simple. don't forget to save your document. You can close out of it. Now we're going to go back to my email with Trina, which is right here. And say, hi, Trina. Please see attached for the requested prelim information. And you're going to drag and drop and attach your file into the folder. Or not into the folder, sorry, you're going to drag and drop your prelim information into the email and send it off to Trina. And that concludes the training on how to fill out prelim information for FBM.